Hello everyone, this is Shadow Dragon recording from the DC Universe online test server. So we had a nice break from seasonals after the summer one ended. There was a nice period with no seasonals and just concentrating on new content and grinding some of the recent episodes. But we're heading into Halloween, which again starts the long streak of back-to-back-to-back seasonal events. Yep, this will be in the usual format. And we'll take a look at the feats first. Why is this not going to seasonal? Go to seasonal. Alright, scrolling down to the bottom, so wow, there are a lot of feats. Let me make sure I'm looking at the right ones. Okay, so we're starting here. There's the usual 10 base items, no checklist, just to counter any of the 10. And then there's a style collection. So one of them looks like it's bugged, or at least the name has the variable in there instead of the actual name. So we're collecting emblems this time. And there's the material. So these three are pretty standard now. Base items, some kind of style collection, and then either an aura or a material. And then we've got 3 new additions here. Flopping in the night chair. Okay, so it looks like they added a race. So there's gold, silver, and platinum. Now I wonder if if you get platinum in the beginning, does it give you these two, or or do you have to get platinum 3 times to get these? Because they've certainly gone both ways with things like this. Let me try to think of an example. Like, alright, for example, in the current content, like if you do the elite counter, it counts towards both. And then if you look at, there was like a speed feat in the Atlantean solo, where if you got the highest score on that, it still gave you the lowest feat. So you would be repeating that, I think, like 3 or 4 times. The highest score didn't award like the lower ones or all of them. So it should be interesting to see how this one works. Yeah, I had a feeling this year would be different because of the House of Legends. So it looks like they're putting the starting point there, which is probably more convenient. I'm not sure, because the other one was in Gotham right at the starting point. So unless it's in both places. Alright, so Phantom Stranger is right in the beginning, and they did put the seasonal vendor there.
Thank you for heeding the call. I sense the evil magic of the Lords of Chaos at work. The streets of Gotham City are plagued by masked apparitions. Spirits torn.
Alright, so there's nothing different about this quest.
I will bestow upon you a temporary consecration. You will have the
I don't know if these are the actual numbers or if they fixed, or if they kind of optimized it. I kind of think they started that with this event last year, so this is likely the same. This is new. This must be the race. And then looking at the vendor. So we're going to get the buckets again. The Spooky Bats Chroma. So that's 1 feat. Demon Bat accessory. Oh, that is pretty cool. So now we could look like Man Bat. So these items are not towards a feat, but they all look pretty cool. These are the emblems, so this is the feat collection thing. We'll take a closer look at these, of course. For me, I never used emblems, so I just collect it for the feat. What is this? Undead trick-or-treater. Okay, so that's probably like a base pet. Teakle bucket can. Okay, these are pretty cool items. These are the items that we see here that they're decorating this area with. Not much into the graffiti. If I had to get 10 of these, probably concentrate on these Teakle items. Windows are always cool. Kind of labor accessory. Okay, that's from last year. Okay, so something I noticed when we were picking up the test server currency, the seasonal currency now goes up to 999. That used to be 250. Okay, let's see if these pop. Alright, so 1 emblem, 2, there should be 6. Okay, the emblem feat doesn't work. It probably has something to do with that one that didn't have the name show up. Okay, base items. Should pop at 10. So that's all good. Okay, so we're going to start out with the styles first. So we've got the emblems. So that's the Apollo emblem. So we've got enhanced Apollo, so it's same color configuration, just like special effects. Van Helsing. And I think this was the other one, Midnighter. This one probably needs to be darkened up. So that's the regular one. It's just it's an eclipse, basically, a large eclipse. Something I've noticed is that they've gotten some of the newer emblems like much larger. Alright, so we've got the Man-Bat head that we're going to look at. And let's see if we could change the colors on it. So you could change it a little bit. But the base color, like I guess most of it is just that brown. So the second slot is the eyes. Does that one do anything? Yeah, the slot 3 doesn't seem to do anything. And slot 1 seems to be like, I guess the skin. So let's do that. And I think the other one was the back. So I'm expecting this to be a 2-color thing. So in this case, the second slot doesn't do anything. No, this is just 1 color. See what this looks like. So this is actually pretty cool. I bet it looks funny on a flight tune, since like when we fly, there's only one hand outstretched. This might actually look better for an acrobat than it does for flight. Alright, let's place some base items. Oh wait, there's more stuff. Yeah, I didn't show the accessory, the demon bat, but we pretty much had an idea of that already. Can we tint this guy? Oh, he's tintable, that's great. He's fully tintable. I do like the tintable accessories, because I kind of use them as catch-alls. Like if I have nothing to put on a certain style, I will pull up a tintable accessory, and we actually don't have many of those. One of those was actually from Halloween. There was like a jack-o'-lantern where you could tint the 3 slots. It's too bad this bat doesn't move though. It looks kind of funny like this. But it's a nice looking model though. Okay, so we've got the chroma. Yeah, it's pretty standard. It's really just an orange. It looks like orange black. But yeah, this will be a basic Halloween, or basic just orange and black chroma to unify like unmatched styles. Let's just do the feet and we should get a good idea. So it's sort of like those wrapping paper chromas that we seen during the holidays. This one does let a lot of the texture through though. So it's sort of like halfway between a wrapping paper and a basic 3-color set. Should be a pretty good one to use if your character is already black and orange. Let's just wrap up the head as well. Okay, so it's basically orange, black, and then there's like an orange with the bat pattern. So you could choose not to make the bat pattern too prominent if you just want to go with the black and orange. Okay, now let's place the base items in a nice fresh spot in the space. So we've got a window, bunch of graffitis, so there's 4 graffitis. And we've got the coffins with people in it, or something inside it. A couple items named Tickle. So we've got candy bucket. Wow, that's like the League Hall sized one. Is that the same thing? I think one of them is interactive. Yeah, this one has special effects on it. Vampire kit. Alright, let's take a look. Oh, the undead trick-or-treater does something. He's an NPC, he's not a pet. What did he give us? Okay, so he's like the Valentine's Day crystal, Asus, and the leprechaun. He just gives you consumables. I kind of think these are less useful though, because you know they don't open up into anything you can sell. But you do get a buff, or I don't know, maybe there's more stuff because it seems to be like a daily. Alright, so we're looking at the buckets with the various different candy items. So this is the interactive one. So the interactive one is, yeah, I can only do it once, so that's likely a daily too. So that's giving us the candy to fortify that Tickle bucket. That's probably unnecessary unless you're somebody that buys the buckets, because you get 3 buckets per day to fill, and as you play the game you're going to get more than enough candy. So this is a nice to have base item, but you're likely not going to need it. And that's the non-interactive version. I think it's slightly smaller too. Yeah, so there's 3 sizes of these buckets. Here's the coffin. Let me try to zoom in. Yeah, I just want to see if the eyes were animated. They are not. Close look at the graffiti. Yeah, I think these are an okay set. It's not really I'm not going to use too many of these. I'll probably get a bunch of the windows. Or, it probably only makes sense to get one window because, if you line these up against a wall, you wouldn't actually see the moon on all the windows. You just see it on one. So that would not look right. Yeah, there really isn't like a building block item in this set. It might be the first year that there isn't one. Usually there's some kind of like wall or something that would be good for a repeat pattern. But to me, all these are like one-shot items. But yeah, it's another thing where you just collect for the feet, but not use too many of them. Okay, so that's a pretty good look at the seasonal event for this year. So let's see, it is September 17th. I'm guessing this will probably go up October 1st because they probably want to get the whole month of October, and these things are usually on test for 2 weeks anyway. So yeah, I hope this helped you out, and look for this in a couple of weeks. Thanks for watching.